Hello, my name is Kevin. Yesterday, a friend of mine sent me a video and he asked me to make a tutorial on how to remove background noise from his videos. And he is a college professor that has been doing lots of podcasts and working with students online. And he's been recording at home, and the room he records in has just this kind of noisy fan that's on occasionally. And I just figured, since he asked for a tutorial, I'll just share this with everyone because I feel like this is a really common thing that people would like to know how to do. So the first thing you got to do is find your video file, or if it's from your phone, just get it on your computer, or if someone emailed it to you, wherever. Mine's in the downloads folder. Today I'm going to be using Logic, but you could do this in any program like Pro Tools or Ableton or any one of them. So for Logic, I'm just going to drag from my downloads the video right onto the project session and keep the original movie as frame rate. Follow the movie frame rate. So use whatever the frame rate of the film was. Cool. All right. Now, just to be nice and tidy, don't leave it out willy-nilly in the middle of some bar somewhere. Just right-click that video and say, move to project start. The reason you do this is if you had to export this audio and send it to someone, then it'll line up exactly where the video starts. It just keeps things nice and tidy. So get it right at the beginning of your project. Cool. Well, let's see if we can hear that noise.
Greetings, I'm Darby Johnson, Dean of Arts and Sciences at West Shore Community College.
Yeah, so you can hear it, but what we need to do for this to work is you need to find a spot where it's only the noise. Because what these plugins do is they listen to what's coming through, and it kind of maps that to the reduction, and then anything that isn't that breaks through the reduction, if that makes sense. So I looked at this earlier, and the best spot is at the end, right here. You can see there's dialogue, and then noise, fan noise. So what I'm going to do with Logic is just drag this little loop up here, and then get it set on the noisy part, and then I can play that, and you can hear that it just loops that one little bit. So it's super important you find a nice little loop for the plugin to work its magic listening to the noise. Since I have that already, I can decide which route I'm going to take. So if you're in Logic, you should be able to see the channels over here on the bottom left. There's the stereo out and then the track. If you can't see it, push I and that'll open up. Or if you want to see the whole mixer, you can push X. But basically, you need to find the video audio track, and up there you should have a spot for audio effects, and then left click that and go to your audio units, and then isotope, and then our two options are in the bottom here. I have the voice denoise and I have spectral denoise. Let's try voice denoise first. When you get this window open, I tried a few ways with this one, and I think set it to dialogue and gentle worked the best, I think. And then for it to learn the little loop you created, if you play that loop, turn adaptive mode off, and then we want it to learn that specific background noise. So once you engage learn, it kind of maps out this like EQ thing here, and then turn it off again, and you can hear already that it removed quite a bit of that noise. So the last thing you really need to do is to decide how much you want it to reduce. I usually use around 16, 18 for most things, but you can mess around with it. I'm just going to put it at 16 because that is quite a lot. And then if we go back to the beginning, we should be able to hear quite a big change already. Oops.
Greetings, I'm Darby Johnson, Dean of Arts and Sciences at West Shore Community College.
And to compare, I'll turn off the plugin
Greetings, I'm Darby Johnson, Dean of Arts and Sciences at West Shore.
And again with it on.
Greetings, I'm Darby Johnson, Dean of Arts and Sciences at West Shore Community College. It is my honor and privilege to announce...
Cool. So there you go. It works well enough. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with doing that. I think you would be plenty happy with that improvement. But since we have the option to do Spectral De-Noise, let's go to that one next. So again, you click on that audio effects. I'm doing it on the bottom left again, showing, remember this is that channel we're working with, or I can open the mixer and look at the channel there, just so you know where I'm clicking. So audio effects, audio units, isotope, and this time instead of voice denoise, we're going to use spectral denoise. The stereo one is fine. Cool. So this works pretty much the same way. You have a little bit more options. I'm going to engage that loop again at the end. Cool. So here's the loop. You can hear the noise. I got my plugin on. I'm going to turn it on to the best quality, and then I'm going to click learn. And when I turn that off, we've got quite a big cut. This is 18 reduction, 18 decibels. So yeah, let's just leave it at 18. And I think overall, like, you can pretty much tell right away that this is a much cleaner depiction of what that noise actually is. Like even in the visually, you can see it's analyzing a little bit more detail.
Greetings, I'm Darby Johnson, Dean of Arts and Sciences at West Shore Community College. It is my honor.
In Logic, I do have the option to print this processed audio back onto the video, which is super handy because I don't have to add any extra steps. So we're going to go File, Movie, Export Audio to Movie. I guess I'll put it back in my Downloads folder, and I'll just add NR for noise reduction. And the standard, everything's fine. Push save, and then leave this unchecked, and push OK. And then this will print that audio that we put the spectral denoise on onto the video, and then you're good to go. Like, just make sure you title your videos like so it's clear. So if you're sending it to people, they know that that's the noise reduced one. I usually just put NR at the end, so it's pretty obvious that this is Becca Final NR. I know it's noise reduction. So let's say you're not using Logic and you don't have the ability to print the audio back to the video. In that case, you would need to have a video editing software. And for today, I use the free version of DaVinci Resolve. It's pretty cool. And you would have to have the processed audio exported from your DAW, which is here.
Greetings, I'm ideas.
And what you do is go to your video program, import media, go to my downloads, and I need the original video and I need the processed audio. I'll import those. And remember, since we lined up our audio to the beginning of the session, that means we can, without having to think too hard, dump our new audio at the beginning of the project here. Once you've dumped the original video and the new audio into your project, they should line up immediately because you set the video to the project start in your DAW, but just make sure that they are. So you should be able to line those two up there. Add to render queue, render all, and now it's printing that audio you've processed back to the video, and you're good to go. The top one here is before we used the noise reduction to remove the fan, and we'll just listen to that.
Greetings, I'm Darby Johnson, Dean of Arts and Sciences at West Shore Community College.
And again with the noise reduction.
Greetings, I'm Darby Johnson, Dean of Arts and Sciences at West Shore Community College. It is my honor and privilege to announce this year's...
Good stuff. And that's how you remove any unwanted background noise from your videos. Subscribe to my channel, Kevin DePree Music. And yeah, I hope you guys found this educational and easy to follow. And good luck with whatever projects you're working on. See ya.